a little bit of Gran Turismo before we get on going with this journey for today. I got the R34 GT-R right here in front of me, and we are going to be rolling to a cool meet. But along the way, I'm going to be talking to you about how I feel about the street worthiness of this new JRZ RS Pro 3 active suspension that I just installed on my R34 GTR. So I've had a lot of time to drive around with these brand new JRZ RS Pro 3s for this car, and it has been absolutely incredible. I've got a chance to drive in canyons, and now I'm driving on the streets, and I want to give you my honest opinion of how this feels on the street, because a lot of people wonder, okay, like, you're not gonna be tracking your car every single day of its life. You're gonna be mainly doing street driving with it. So how is the comfortability when you're driving on the streets, which is what I'm doing right now. I absolutely love it. For the first time, I have coilovers that I can actually adjust on the go. So I can literally go into the Bluetooth app, which I showed you on the last video when we were doing the canyon drive. You were seeing how it's performing on there. You can go into the app and soften it up so that you can have a nice, comfy ride. It is still a very sporty suspension. So, you know, not every bump is going to be perfect, but a lot of the normal driving and the vibrations just go away, especially when you soften up the dampers. Now, what I like to do, because of my style of driving and how I like a car to feel, what I typically do is I maxed out the settings all the way to the hardest and stiffest settings for the roll, for the pitch, and the dive. But the damper on the street, I just lower it down to 0 so that I can have a nice, smooth, left vibration type ride. And by doing it like that, honestly, to me, it's the perfect feeling, because then the car handles really, really well through any corners you're going through on the roads. And then, as far as comfortability, you're not sitting there and being, you know, thrown around a bunch like and all that stuff. Now, if I max out the damper and I make it super stiff there, yeah, every single little rock, every little thing you are going to feel. But that's more for track settings to max it out like that. And if I'm not on the track and I'm on the street, I'm just gonna, you know, leave it the way it is. Honestly, I could go from West Coast to East Coast riding in this car with the way this suspension is. I mean, it is that comfortable. It works that well. And I didn't buy it just for only comfortability. I bought it so when I go to a track, I can really, really improve on my lap times. Lap times were pretty good with the last suspension, but I think I can improve them a lot, and this is gonna help out a bunch. Right now, on my way to the local car scene Sunday meet, and they do a cars and coffee every once in a while, and this is one of them. I haven't been to one in a really long time, so it's gonna be cool to see some people that I probably haven't seen in a long time, see some new cars, new builds. A lot of people are coming back from SEMA. So some people still might be in Vegas or just coming back from Vegas today. Some people might be coming back from Vegas and then going immediately to this meet. I don't know. So I don't know how it's going to be. It is a cooler morning. It's about 50 degrees, which, you know, for the East Coast folks, and sorry, I know you guys are probably dealing with like 30-degree mornings right now. But for us on the West Coast, 50-degree morning is our cool morning. Got some other JDMs following us here. They just got on some higher right now. They're all super excited about the 34 GTR. They're recording me just like I'm recording them. We all love each other. Cars are cars, and if you got cool ones, they're fun, no matter what they are. I know they were super excited to see an R34 GTR. Most people are geeking out on it. I'm pretty sure they're going to the same exact local car scene meet that I'm going to. Super long line getting in here, but we're gonna find a spot. I'm supposed to be going up front, luckily, because I know the people here, so I'll be talking with them. A lot of cool cars here. Folks are here. It's pretty cool scene. Hey, what's up, dude? Hey. All right, so I'm gonna go park up front wherever his spot is he got for me, which I believe is over there where it says local car scene. But yeah, a lot of here early. Yeah. It's illegal here. Yeah, it's legal here. All right, I'm gonna go pull up front over here. Great vehicles here. lot of great cars here. I mean, you got everything under the sun here. You got American muscle, you got classics, you got JDM, you got exotics, you got everything. Everything of everything, even in the muscle world and the classic world, everything of everything is here. Subsets on subsets on subsets. It's really, really cool. Love coming to the local car scene meets. Here's a Z06 C6, one of the most impressive cars ever in history. Got some BMW G80s here, Supra over here, very nice. Subies and everything. I mean, golly, they put on a great meet. You got the Teslas over here. They're obviously joining the car community, car enthusiast community pretty hard recently. There's some cool Subies over here, like some race-inspired Subies. Let's go check these things out over here. Williams just showed up with a Challenger. Didn't bring the 34, but brought the Challenger. Mr. Dustin Williams, you all know him from Instagram and YouTube and Facebook probably. Mr. Dustin Williams just brought his dad's Challenger that he just built. You can see it on his channel. If you go on there, they just finished up the build. This thing looks super, super sick. 392 Hemi, love these things. I used to have a Challenger back in the day myself, but it was a newer SRT8, but I can super, super respect these like 70s style Challengers. These things like paved the way for so much. These things are like freaking incredible, which is nuts. This thing looks so good. Look at it. And one of these days I need to get one of these because I definitely respect the Challengers a lot. So many cars here. This is freaking nuts. I didn't realize that there was a back lot all the way down here with all these other cars. We have to check it out. Like, I just saw the front lot and then where we were at. I knew people were coming over here for whatever reason. I don't know why. I didn't think about everybody who's driving over in this direction where they're gonna park. And yeah, there's a lot of cars. We'll go walk around and check out some of these builds. A lot of muscle stuff, you know. So you got the Mustangs. Look at this Cobra here. Very tracked out style Cobra. Supercharged, big old Whipple supercharger on this thing. These Cobras are nasty. Look at this thing right here. VA swapped. Golly, I did not realize this thing was going to get this packed, but it did. This C8 here, beautiful. I love this wing on it. I need to check out what this wing is. This is a cool wing. It's like exactly the wing I would want for my car because it's like perfect. Moving along, you got some GT500s here, newer, older ones. Some other JDM stuff here. It looks like a little JDM drift car. That's a 240, or S13, I'm sorry. Look at this yellow one. Cool, love the paint job. A little wide body action going on in it. Drift car. Got some Hondas, Mazdas, everything here. I mean, this whole entire lot here is all just car show people. I don't know if these people were here before me or what. I don't know. I like this white wheels on this kind of color combination, on almost any color combination, looks so good. So I can definitely respect this Honda. It's my favorite one so far I've seen for Hondas. Roaming around, checking out some other stuff. You can all see nothing too crazy fancy. You know, you got your typical, you know, beginner show people cars. This Subi right here, all carbon fibered out up front. Some other stuff here. Ford F-150 over here. Never mess with the F-150 that's sitting on some weld wheels because you never know what's up. These things are fake and boogie. Don't mess with the F-150. Oh, look at this C7. Not a Z06, but it has the ZR1 style front bumper on it. It looks good. They made it work. yeah, man, I mean, I could walk around every single row of this back lot over here, but they're all kind of similar cars. Mainly, you know, your normal meat cars and like the, you know, budget-friendly cars. That's the best way to put it. Look at this Camaro here. Fat drag radials on the rear. This thing was chopping on its way in. Probably a huge cam. Big old supercharger right there. It looks like a Vortec supercharger on it. It's always good to come out to these meets and check out all these cars and builds. I mean, there's plenty of stuff out here, which is cool for all different kind of makes, all different likes, for all different kind of people, right? It's not just one thing. It's not just JDM or exotic, supercar, whatever. It's everything. Like, everything under the sun is here right now. And yeah, I'm just checking it out. I haven't been to a meet like this in a little while, at least over here. Loving this red 3000 GT. This thing is so cool. This is a beautiful red 3000 GT. This thing is GTO. I'll keep on saying 3000 GT, but this thing is sick. Golly, this is gorgeous. This is probably the best looking one I've ever seen. I wonder if this person has an Instagram. I'm pretty sure they do. Would love to hit them up. Actually, I want to do a video with one of these. I have a video idea, very cool video idea. Oh my God, this thing is very nice, super clean. I mean, this person really took care of their car really good. The paint looks like it's original paint, and it's in very, very good condition. Could, you know, use a little bit of work, but it's still in solid condition for original. C6 Z06s, I mean, they are timeless. These things are timeless. I want another one just for just daily driving, because my current one is like a drift car. This one has Hoosiers on it because he probably road courses it. C5 Z06, and you got a C8 Z06. Oh, my love. Man, look at these things. C6 base, but big old motor. C6 Z06 or Grand Sport. Z06 for sure right here. This is a Grand Sport. See, I knew it. I for whatever reason I thought it was a Grand Sport, but yeah, Z06, super nice. These all look so good. These things are timeless cars. They never get old. Dustin here. He got his dad's build here that he did for him. Beautiful, beautiful 1970 Challenger.
Yeah, 70 Challenger.
With the 392.
It's so sick. So we bought it for him. It was his ultimate dream car, his surprise. And he used to have a 340 in it. We dropped that, and I wanted to give him something that had that vintage aura still, but with modern taste. So it's got like the authentic vintage body with modern drivetrain, so it makes it a lot more fun, a lot easier to drive. Wanted something for him that you could just crank over, put in drive, and just go, and this does just that. And now we have 500 horsepower and a 70s body, so it makes things a little interesting.
A real 500 horsepower now. Nice, this thing is super clean. Y'all did a really, really good job on this thing.
Got nitron, super clean.
Yeah, no, thank you so much, man.
Of course, brother.
All right, we'll see you around.
Yeah, see you around, man.
Is crab walking. That's so cool. really cool checking out all the cars here and also giving you guys kind of like an update and brief on how this suspension is going with the R34 GTR. It rides great on the street, rides great in the canyons. I have to take this thing to a track and see how it is on the track, how much improvements have been made. I really need to go back to Laguna Seca because that was the last track I did go to and ran it, but honestly, any track would be great. Button Willow would be a really phenomenal one to go to. I think that would be a good one where I could really feel how the suspension is working with this car. First one that's available, I'll try to get it figured out, take the car out there so that I can basically test out and see how these JRZ RS Pro 3s are doing, the active suspension on the R34 GTR.